Listen up. Be you. You got this. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Keto, rock stars, stay strong. Be you. Bacon, beef, butter. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto on, stay strong. Be you. Keto rock stars.
Everybody. Welcome to today's Thursday motivation, getting back on track. I hope everybody is having a good Thursday. I am on my lunch break. Thank you for tuning in. And the theme today is getting back on track after vacation. Let's see who all is tuning in. We have Carolina Carnivore. She says, "Good afternoon. Let's guess you cheated." Well, let's talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And you guys can determine whether or not I really cheated. I know the title and thumbnail's a little clickbaity, but it's YouTube and we have to, make things exciting so that you guys click and watch. Let's say hello to who else is in the house. We have Terry Girl, Keto Rock Stars, spelled keto. And Terry girl, it's morning for me. Still good morning, cute Amy. Love you, my girl Terry. Papa Carnivore's in the house. Guess what, Papa? I want some pretzels. We will talk about what happened in Vegas because what happens in Vegas doesn't necessarily stay in Vegas, right? Dawn Shonger's in the house. Welcome, Dawn. Thank you for tuning in. Sandy Blythe is here. Hello, hello, my beautiful friend Sandy. Holly Springer's in the house. Welcome, Holly. Thank you for tuning in. We are taking a lunch break. I am on my lunch break from work. It's been busy today. Oh, so that is the whole reason why we're at noon today and not at 11:30 Eastern because I had a work appointment. So I had to push it back half an hour. And that's going to happen from time to time because I do have a day job and that takes precedence because the day job is what allows me to purchase all my meat and eggs. So let's talk about what happened on the trip. Uh, oh, Coach Angela Mullins is in the house. Hi, all. Afraid I was late. No, I'm late, Angela. I'm late. And Angela, I sent you an email about Sunday's live stream. Angela's going to be my guest Sunday night at 7 Eastern, and we're going to talk about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome because she is an expert in that. So tune in Sunday at 7 for another wonderful interview with Coach Angela Mullins. Awesome. Cool. Angela says she got it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So let's talk about what happens in Vegas. Well, it's not going to stay in Vegas because I'm going to talk about it. So I know again my title and thumbnail was a little clickbaity, but I'm going to tell you I did not have wedding cake. I did not have ice cream. They had all of that stuff. Uh, they had all that stuff at the wedding reception. I did not eat that. I did not have like any potatoes or pasta, and all of that stuff was available. So let's talk about the things that I did eat. So I had a couple of salads. Dr. Barry always says if you're going to cheat on carnivore, do it with keto. So most of the things that I had was keto. I had a couple of salads. At the wedding, there wasn't a lot of options there, right? There wasn't a lot of options at the wedding. The food was very expensive. And they did have tri-tip. It was delicious. I will show you my little short that I put out with the pictures of all my food here in a little bit. So I had tri-tip, I had chicken, and they were really tiny pieces of meat. So I was afraid that was going to happen. We did go, oh, I forgot to take pictures at BW3's. We had 2 hours to kill between the wedding and reception on Friday. So we went to BW3's and I had 5 plain chicken wings, and I believe they fry it in tallow. So I think I was safe there. And then we went to the wedding and I had the little chicken, the little tri-tip, they had these amazing skewers with mozzarella cheese and tomatoes, and I don't know what was seasoned on them, but it tasted like smoked salt. So delicious. So I had about 2 or 3 of those. So I did eat tomatoes, and I was scared that my stomach was gonna react to the tomatoes since I haven't had raw tomatoes in forever. But honestly, it was okay. Then here's the big cheat, and I'm probably gonna get some unsubscribers from this. I had a vodka and soda. Okay, I had a vodka and soda at the reception because I was having a good time and it just sounded good, so I did that. Just one. And honestly, I was amazed. The reason why I was amazed because I am a migraine sufferer, right? I'm a migraine sufferer. And let me turn down my sound here. I'm a migraine sufferer, and usually when I have one alcoholic beverage, it triggers me. I get a instant migraine, an instant headache, and guess what? I drank the vodka soda, and it seemed pretty strong. It was one glass, movie. I promise you, it was one glass, not a pitcher. And I didn't get a headache. I felt really good. And I attribute that to being strict carnivore for so long. The alcohol didn't affect me, right? Okay, so let's say hi to a few more people here. Terry says, Grandma kept me up late as usual. Of course, I got a tad off kilter last night. Oh my goodness. Do I need to go back and watch since I fell asleep? Sandy says, Christmas, I stayed with some for 4 days. I cheated and enjoyed myself right back on track where I got home. And see, that's where I'm at right now. I got home. I've been clean ever since then, and it's not like I went off the rails. And Angela's interviewing Dave Mack at 5 on Sunday. Are you going on his channel? Is he going on your channel? Is it pre-recorded? Let us know the deets on that, Angela. Smoothie says, good morning. This is my neighbor, y'all, John. And Peter says, uh-oh, what happened to Vegas? I'm telling. I'm spilling the beans on myself. Feral Grandma, this is Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Smoothie telling everybody. Hello, Maritza. Maritza, I believe, is in the Vegas area. Sorry I didn't get to touch base with you, but next time I'm there, we'll definitely have to get together. Thank you. Terry says, I love visiting grandma. It's my favorite hangout. Me too. I go visit her every night. I was really sad when I was out in Vegas because it was like 11 or 12 a.m., 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. there. And it was already like 3 a.m. and she was already done. So I couldn't even check in when I was going to bed in Vegas because she was already done with her live stream. I swear, Smoothie, it was one glass vodka and soda. Hi, Jiffy. Jiffy's here. Just kidding. It's okay. You guys can harass me. I'm fine. Thank you, Maritza. I appreciate the shout out. Hit that like and subscribe button, y'all. And Angela confirms he is interviewing me again. I can't wait to see that. You have such a great story. And y'all, everybody tune in Sunday night. Angela's coming back on, and we're going to talk about everything Ehlers Danlos. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so then I didn't get any headaches from the alcohol. So that was interesting, right? That was interesting. And so both mornings, Friday and Saturday morning, we ate at our hotel. The D had this place called the Farm. So we got steak and eggs every morning for the first 2 mornings, and it was, I'm sorry, the Aliante. That was at the Aliante. We stayed the first 2 nights on north of Vegas. Maritza probably knows where that is, at near the wedding venue. So we ate steak and eggs for 2 days, and then Sat Saturday, we took an Uber over to, Old Vegas, not the Strip, but Old Vegas, like, Fremont Street, and we stayed at the D. And I'll tell you here in a minute about the awesome food we got at the D. Um, so why don't we just go ahead and share the short of all the food that I ate so you guys can see. The alcoholic beverages aren't in there. I did have another, like, White Claw on Saturday night, so I had 2 alcoholic beverages. I had a White Claw Saturday night, and again, no headache, right? Now, the only thing that I was dealing with was on the trip out there, our flight got delayed for 3 hours out of South Bend. So we flew Allegiant, which is a direct flight to and from South Bend. It's the only direct flight to and from Vegas in the South Bend, Indiana area. So that's the one we went on. My whole family, there was probably about 10 or 12 of us, all on the same flight. It all got delayed for 3 hours because the plane came in and there was a part hanging off of it. So they had to call a repair person that took an hour and a half. I'm assuming an hour and a half is Chicago, so they probably lived in the greater Chicago area. So they had to travel from Chicago, so we had to wait an hour and a half for the mechanic to get there. We had to wait another hour for the mechanic to fix the plane and do all the tests. And then finally, it was like 5 a.m. Eastern time we got out of. Actually, I'm sorry, it was probably about 2 a.m. we left, and we arrived in Vegas 5 a.m. our time, which was like 2 a.m. Vegas time. So it was a trip. And I noticed while I was on the plane that my shoes kept getting tighter and tighter. My feet were swelling. Mind you, I had not had anything bad to eat or drink yet, right? We had bacon and eggs and I think hamburgers before we left. But I think the altitude and just the crazy amount of time sitting for 5 hours at the airport and sitting on the plane, my feet were swelling in my shoes. I could feel it was so uncomfortable. And then behind my knee started to hurt. And I'm like, oh no. I was hoping I wasn't getting blood clots, but so far everything seems to be okay. So that was all happening. Let me just go in here and make sure chats are still happening. Yeah, so okay, you guys all still tuned in? Am I still live streaming? Keep chatting, guys. Don't stop chatting. Bring those chats in. So I know that you're still here. There's 9 people watching. Yay. Okay. So then we finally landed. We got to our hotel and we went straight to bed and we got up and had that steak and eggs. So what I'm going to do next is show you the short that I put together of all of the foods that we ate, right? Because even though I cheated a little bit, and you'll see what I cheated, I still have a little bit of swelling, Sandy. Just a little bit of swelling, but I still have, and I'm sure now it's no longer related to the flights. It's probably more related to the seasonings and the alcohol that I had, but it's not near as bad as when I went to California a couple months ago. I came home and my joint pain seemed to be a little bit more severe than it is today. Okay, so I'm going to share, if you haven't watched this, you can go watch this. I'm going to share the short because this basically pictures everything that I watched in Vegas. So let's go ahead and watch this now. Oh, I'm going to leave the sound off though because I don't want to get copyright strike. So there's a steak and eggs. We ate this 2 days in a row. There's the cheese and the mozzarella that I ate. There was the wedding food. More steak and eggs. Then this is a salad I had. Then we ate at our favorite restaurant, Virgil's. I did not eat the pickles and onions. And then finally, my favorite was Bacon Nation. So we had more steak and eggs and sausage. So you can see that my food was pretty carnivore. Let me go ahead and stop sharing it. Pretty carnivore. Really, the worst thing that I ate was a cheese. I ate some collard greens at Virgil's. Yeah. I had so Virgil's. Let me talk about Virgil's. There's only 3 Virgil's in the world. One is in New York City. I've eaten at that one twice. Virgil's in New York City. I've eaten the one in Vegas like 3 times. And then there's one in the Bahamas, and I've not yet eaten there. So let me pull this up. But this is my favorite restaurant. Virgil's. I'll just pull up the one in Vegas. And it's over by the Ferris wheel. Let me just share this. This is our favorite restaurant that we like to go to, and we go there every time. Screen. Here is Virgil's. And their menu, this is the one we went to in Vegas. Let's go to menus. I have their cookbook too. So, oh, they have 2 now in New York City. I wonder if they still have the one in Bahamas. Yeah, Atlantis, Bahamas, Las Vegas, and then now they have 2 in New York City. Here's their menu. And what we always get, and of course there's carbs here. There's carbs at every restaurant. But what we always get is the pig out. So you get the ultimate barbecue feast, Memphis style spare ribs, slow smoked brisket, hand pulled Carolina pork, smoked hot sausage, and a quarter barbecued chicken. We did not eat the cornbread. We did get 2 of the collard greens because their collard greens are amazing. So there was another thing that I cheated with was the collard greens. But they have ooh, I didn't know they had deviled eggs. I should have gotten some of those. I'm so disappointed. We could have gotten deviled eggs. Man, yummy. Is there a picture? Oh, hold on. Let me look at their deviled eggs. Oh, look at those guys. Those look amazing. Let's look at their barbecue chicken wings. Looks like I would get them, what's trash ribs? Oh, look at all this. I'm getting hungry just looking at this stuff. Popcorn. Oh, no popcorn. Veggie Q tacos. No, thank you. Kansas City burnt ends. Huh. Yummy. Oh, is that pork belly, do you think? Yummy. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop looking at food because I'm hungry right now. So anyway, that is that's my favorite restaurant. Yes. It's mostly gone. My feet still feel a little swollen, but I'll be honest with you, the foot that I had surgery on swells at the drop of the hat. So it's my right foot now. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I took off my socks. I had socks on, and you could see like a noticeable, like, where your socks end in your skin, the elastic. It was really swollen, but it seems better today. And Don says I'm still here, just walking in my door, getting off from work. So next week I better get back to the working out because this week has all been about recovery. My joints hurt a little bit, but not as bad as they did before. Yeah, glad it's getting better. Thank you. And if Wendy brings up a good point, Aaron. Wendy's a good bringing up a good point. Something probably healed enough that the headache isn't on. Yeah. So maybe once a year or once every couple years or whenever I can go to a wedding and I can have a vodka and soda as long as it's not every day, right? Honestly, I didn't even feel buzzed. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have this drink. I'm gonna get a headache and I'm gonna get drunk off of one drink." None of that happened, really. And it's probably because of what Wendy says. I've probably healed enough for that the headache isn't automatic anymore. Farrell says, "We're just hanging on your every word." Oh my goodness, I hope not. And if you guys have a question, the chat isn't too crazy today, so I'm keeping up with everything. But if you have something and I missed it, retype it and put a QQQ in the front. Angela says, "That reminds me, I still have not eaten today." I did eat this morning. I was really hungry when I woke up. So I had 2 hard-boiled eggs and 2 pieces of bacon. And I'll be honest with you guys, I have not felt like, sometimes when you cheat, you feel like eating all the time. Oh, did I just? Sorry, guys, I'm back. I think my internet just blooped, but I'm back. Hopefully you didn't lose me. Don't go anywhere, okay? Don't go anywhere. I'm still here. Um, I think my internet just blooped. Uh, but yeah, so I haven't felt like, oh my gosh, I gotta have bread. I gotta have pasta. I didn't eat any of that while I was there. The worst thing that I did was the 2 alcoholic adult beverages. Well, thank you, Aaron. Oh, I got your sticker too, Aaron. Shoot, I don't have. Oh, here's another cool thing. Aaron, I found this and I had to have it on a strip. I would give it to you, but I love it so much. It's a stress ball. It's a butter, but it smells like butter. It is, oh my gosh. I need this for work. You can like squish it, but it makes your hands smell like butter. I think you can order these on Amazon. I was trying to find a bacon one last night. So I did buy this. Oh, and I got the cool shirt and I was going to wear it today and I forgot. I think it's in the washer. I'll wear it next week for sure. So, oh my gosh. Let me see if I can find this other restaurant. My favorite restaurant that we ate the very last meal that we had before we came home was called Bacon Nation. And I bought a t-shirt from here because it was too cool. So let me share this. Share screen, Bacon Nation. Okay, so my other favorite place that we went to eat, it was inside of our hotel. We stayed at the D on Fremont Street. And we got to eat here. So what did we get? We got the double daybreak. Everything you love about the daybreak. 4 eggs scrambled or fried, 4 pieces of thin cut bacon, 2 sausage links, and of course we did not get the toast. Now, the other thing that we added on to this was, let me see where their bacon is. We could have gotten steak and eggs here too, but we were kind of like steak and egged out, if that's even an option. There's sides. Where's your sides at? You can order sides of this thick cut bacon. Let me see. Oh, 3 Little Pigs. So we got what was called the 3 Little Pigs, and we got 2 original, which is honey cured, unfortunately. Oh, actually, we got 1 honey cured. I got 1 everything but the bagel because I love everything but the bagel, and then we got 1 spicy habanero for my brother. And these pieces of bacon were so thick you had to eat them like steak. It was crazy. I love it. I have to eat there for breakfast every time we go, so I'll probably have to stay at the D every time we go. I didn't see what specials were. Oh man, too bad we're not there. So good. And anyway, I got the shirt, not Wake and Bacon. Let's see if they have the shirt. Oh, they don't have the shirt that I got. So I'll just have to wear it on backwards. So, yeah, I bought a shirt at the restaurant. It was a bacon themed shirt. So I'll have to wear that on the next live stream and show it to you because I love my new shirt. And Sandy says, I just ate scrambled eggs with Canadian bacon from the butcher shop. I'm full. I'm so hungry. After this, I'm going to go scramble up some eggs and have some bacon and some sausage. Sandy, Aaron, I'm not leaving. Yes, sorry if I offended anybody with my clickbaity title. Okay, so post in the comments. Did I permanently lose my carnivore card by eating some salads and some... can I do a poll? Let's do a poll real quick. I think I can do a poll. Let me try to do a poll real quick and you all can... I don't know, well, let me do a poll midstream. Let me start a poll. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's do this. All right, I just started a poll whether or not I should have my carnivore card revoked permanently. Oh, Paul and Robin are watching from Facebook. Thank you, Paul and Robin. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, hello, hello. I met Paul and Robin at Keto Palooza. All right, so let's answer the poll. Should my carnivore card be revoked permanently because I ate salads and some alcohol, but I've been clean since I come back. I've only had meat, eggs. I have had some cheese since I came back because I am on that cheese kick again. But you know what? If that's the worst thing I do, it's still carnivore, right? It's just gonna stall me. Angela says cool, butter. I love my new butter. Smells like butter. Stress ball for work. I'm gonna try to find a bacon one too. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna keep it right here in front of me. And Sandy says, "How fun is that?" I know. And Maritza's just washing laundry. Gary says, "What was that about? Stop looking at food." Yeah, I'm sorry. I still love all of the food that I ate. I had so much fun. And Kathy, hi Kathy. Kathy be here. Cute. And yes, Aaron, I went to my store. On my list was butterballs. They were out. Did you have something to do with that? LOL. Just kidding. Sandy says, Donna, hi. Donna Ray's in the house. Hi, Donna Ray. Donna Ray, I got to get back to the working out. I'm not working out today on video. Honestly, I'm trying to deal with some inflammation and joint pain from the trip. But I'm getting better. So by the next few days, I should be able to do this. Kathy, my Walmart is always looking on the supply, says Aaron. Feral Grandma said I had a still transitioning new carnivore in my stream a little while ago. Had good questions. That is so awesome. Wendy, is my audio crackly? Jonathan, can you guys hear me okay? Post in the comments if you can hear me okay. This is my dad. Hi, Dad. Welcome. It is crackly. Oh, no. Okay, let me try this. Is this better? Can you guys hear me better? Let me know if this is better. All right. Let me know if this is better. Post in the comments. Better? Okay, good. Better, better, better. And Bacon Runner says, hi, Aaron and Sandy. Booby Goat says, making the bacon, right? Jonathan's in the house. Hi, Jonathan. Smoothie says, now and then, Wrights puts out a steak cut bacon, 4 pieces. Carnivore Muscle has become a member. Welcome. Thank you, Jonathan. That is Jonathan, y'all. And I just did new emojis for when a groupie. Thank you, Jonathan. So I just did new little dancing bacon emojis. You can see that when someone becomes a member, it does an emoji. And Sandy, tell my dad hi. And Rick's home from lunch. Well, hi, Quack Quack. Rick is here. Welcome. And Rick says, yeah, even a cat eats grass from time to time. So even Rick isn't judging me. Yeah, I don't know why you've already been a member for months, Jonathan says. So thank you. That bacon looks phenomenal. It was amazing. I want to go back. I want to go back to Vegas just to eat that bacon. It was thicker than Wright's thick cut bacon. Like this was, I can't explain it. You just have to try it. And Aaron says, nice smoothie. I'm going to have to look for that. Okay, Smoothie says, nope, just a 30-day probation for worrying about it, right? I have to tell you guys, when I first started keto and carnivore and I first became a creator 5 years ago, I thought I had to be perfect all the time, right? I thought I have to be perfect, and I thought I could never do anything wrong, that if I did something wrong, people would judge me. But guess what? I quickly found out everybody's human and it's okay to talk about when we're not perfect, right? So, I'm a human being. I had a couple things off plan. I'm back on plan, and that's what we need to do is just get right back to it. And Jonathan's right. There are almost no strict carnivores. I think even Bart Case says that as long as you're 75% carnivore, you're carnivore. Yeah, I drink. What do you think I'm drinking right now is coffee. So I guess I cheat every day because I drink a plant. Holly Springer says, we all need to treat ourselves now and then. For me, a treat is avocado brownies. A cheat would be eating Hostess cupcakes. Exactly. That is so true, Holly. Sandy's waving hi to Jonathan. Hey, Sandy. Okay, so is the audio still crackly or is it better? Post in the comments better if it's better. Uh, I think Rick said it's better. Sandy says, Jonathan, I'm so happy you can see my comments now. Thank you. I think Rick is saying yes, it's better. I hope that's for yeah, better. Okay, I know what the problem was. I was trying something new. I won't do that anymore. Oh, I tripped over strict for a while once, had the most healing right then. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. It's good now. Better, better, better. And thank you again, Jonathan, for I think this was a celebration of 2 months of membership, is what it was, because you have been a member. Gary, hi, Gary. Gary says, I made a breakfast casserole the other day and used the most delicious hot Italian sausage, which was Publix brand. Has anyone tried their Italian sausage? No, we don't have Publix here. So, but we have other brands of hot Italian sausage. Brian Dish is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Angela says, hopefully I will meet Jonathan in person next month. That will be so awesome. Are you going over to the England meetup? Or actually, Jonathan's coming here, right? Jonathan has a Labradoodle. George, I love that. And George eats grass. Exactly. My dad says, sorry I have to leave. I'm working, getting ready for my vacation tomorrow. You calling that a vacation, Dad? I'm not going to say what my dad's doing because that's his story, but we will see you in the morning, Dad. Cindy says, hi, Amy and all. Bye, Amy's dad. Hi, Cynthia. This is Cynthia, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Gary says, I can't risk it. Using injector sucks and messes me up a little bit. I get it. And cats eat catnip, right? And Aaron says, bye, Sir Jim. Jim is my dad. Okay, Rick. Yes, I bet Amy's burger is better than the quadruple bypass burger. And unfortunately, I didn't get to make it to the Heart Attack Grill. So I really wanted to go in there and order. Well, let's see what their menu looks like. Heart Attack Grill Vegas. Let's see what their version of Rick's Heart Attack Burger would be. Uh, so let's see if we can find this. Oh, there's some women on here. I was right over there too, Rick. Let's share the screen and let's take a look at their menu together. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so let's see. Yes, there is women and nurses. Ricky, look at all these people you can click on. This isn't really what I want, but I just want their menu. Oh, this is jobs. How did I get to jobs? Huh, I'm not at the right place. Let's go to heartattackgrill.com. Why is it doing all this? I don't want to see all these people. Employees. What? Okay, hold on. Let me try something else. Okay, so, oh, here we go. View full menu. The bypass burger. Single bypass. Actually, the prices aren't bad. Double bypass, 2 patties. extra cheese. Triple bypass, 3 patties, triple everything, triple cheese. Quadruple bypass, 4 patties. Ooh, does that say? Okay, so this might be close to Rick's heart attack burger, quadruple bypass burger. Then they have the quintuple, 5 patties, 25 bacon slices, maximum cheese overload. So they don't even tell you. Sextuple bypass burger, 6 patties, 30 bacon slices, a cheese tower. Septuple bypass burger, 7 patties, 35 bacon slices, danger level critical. Octuple, 8 patties, 40 bacon slices for the truly brave. Then they have a coronary dog, all beef's pounder. And then again, this is the part that I really hate. It says unlimited. It says over 350 pounds, eat free. Unlimited single bypass burgers. Conditions apply. And then I like this. It says cash only, plus 8% tax for our wasteful, pathetic government to squander. Uh, so their slides, their flatliner fries, onion rings, jalapeno poppers, all fried in pure lard. So they use lard there. Woohoo! Zero apologies. And they are cash only. So I didn't know that either. So that's good to know before we go, right? All right. So there is their menu. That looks like it was good. Yeah, everybody goes off the rails for a little bit. Thank you, Don. What is perfect? Right. What is perfect? Okay, let's check out the poll real quick, see where we're at. 95% no, my carnivore. So who voted yes? 5% said yes, my carnivore card is permanent. Someone's messing with me. Show yourself. Me, Kathy. Aaron's perfect. Yeah. Right, Jonathan. 70% animal foods is considered carnivore, specifically hypercarnivore. And you know what? I haven't come home and I haven't drank a bottle of booze. I haven't had a bunch of bread and crackers and pretzels for Pretzel Pete. Hostess cupcakes and avocados are disgusting. They really are. Smoothie says there's a cheesecake vendor at the farmer's market I attempt to avoid. Which cheesecake vendor? Is it someone I know? Like who make so Smoothie and I live in the same town, so I would be curious to know who the cheesecake vendor is. Okay, good. It's better now. I gotta work on it. I will let you guys all know. Sometimes fail in my attempt. You know what? Everybody's human, and I just want to show the human side of things, right? That I'm not perfect either. And I will never um I'll tell you guys when something happens off plan. And nobody's perfect. So if you're listening to someone that is saying they're 1,000% perfect all the time, they never eat or drink anything ever, mm, I would question that. Yeah, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Gary says Publix meat prices are ridiculous, but I will go back and pay premium for their Italian sausage. At least they send me $5 off $30 coupons. Exactly. So aren't you in South Carolina, Gary? Is that what you're at? They have Publix in South Carolina? Interesting. The hot sausage was not spicy at all. It just tasted delicious. Oh, Angela's going to the UK meetup. So jelly. Man, Angela, you just went to Meat Stock too. And Jonathan says, Angela, it'll be great. You'll see how tanned and tall I am, albeit not Rick's level tall. Rick's a toothpick. Agreed. And again, nothing here is medical advice. We are not doctors or medical professionals. And Jonathan says, I'd rather be a string bean than short and over fat. Exactly. Wow, I should have tracked my steps better on the trip. Sorry, I didn't pay attention to that. Uh, but Jonathan hit 3,000 steps today. That is awesome, Jonathan. And Gary says I was in Las Vegas over a year ago and would have qualified to eat free at Heart Attack Grill. I skipped it though. Well, you've lost weight since then, Gary, right? And yes, Rick, you are carnivore. Wendy says Bart says stands on toothpicks, needs to refigure his split. Misses leg day too often. That's hilarious. Uh, so John Studd is not here. If he is watching and not participating in the chat. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Carrie's watching from Facebook. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. It says we got 2 people watching on uh we are live streaming on Rumble. I'm live streaming on Facebook and I'm live streaming here on YouTube. And in July I'm going to switch live streaming um I'm going to switch from Talk Studio over to Restream because Restream will allow me to push it to other users' channels. So hopefully that will be a smooth transition. Ivan Escalante is watching on Facebook. Welcome, Ivan. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, they're out of Wyatt. Wyatt is just down the street from me. So that's the Cheesecake Company Schmovie's talking about. And Sandy says, Jonathan, no. Jonathan, my walking speed is improving. That is awesome, Wendy. Thank you. And Bacon Runner says, I was there a year ago next month. Terry is asking, well, he's telling his joke. Why was the chicken a comedian? Because its jokes were extra funny. Waka waka. That is so funny, Carrie. We got 25 people tuning in. Thank you. Jonathan says, not interested in the Heart Attack Grill. No Pepsi Max. Carrie says, I'm driving to work a bit early and I saw you, Amy. Well, awesome. Well, have a safe trip. Don't be chatting while you're driving, Carrie. And Rick says, Publix sucks. Jonathan says, the carnivore space online where people following a ketogenic diet work their way into collecting carnivorous followings by superfuge. Exactly. North Carolina. Okay, I thought you were in South Carolina, but North Carolina. I knew you were in one of the Carolinas. Uh, Jonathan says, amazing, Grandma. Wendy says, wasn't me. I'm the fastest to say forgive yourself and get back to it. And you know what? I had a great time. I got my sardine shirt on, Power by Sardines. I was really interested that I didn't have any like headaches or, uh, you know, drunkenness or anything like that from having the alcoholic beverages. I just like felt good afterwards. I didn't feel bad. And here's the other thing, the amazing thing that happened. You all know that I have sleep apnea and it used to be severe. My husband, I did not take my CPAP machine. It's such a pain to try to get that on the plane and have room for it. And it's also a pain to get the distilled water for it and everything. So I've just started to not use it when I travel. My husband reported that I did not snore at all any of the nights. So I'm wondering if my sleep apnea. Now, when I use the machine, it says I still have hip apneas, which are the apnea events, and your CPAP machine will record, but it's usually anywhere from 2 to 9 per night. And I used to have 70 per hour. So it's still recording that I'm having them, but it's not as frequent. Rick says I pedal more than I walk, and that's okay. And everybody, here is Wendy's channel. So if you're not already subscribed to her, please go and do that. And here is Jonathan's channel. So you can go to the chat and click on the link there. Oh, and here's Carrie. So the comments are coming in from Facebook. Awesome. Only 13 likes. What? Hit that like button. Step on that, guys. Come on. It helps the channel. And Gary says, Rick, only been to Publix once, and that was to use my $5 coupon. Sausage was the only affordable meat I would buy. Their heavy cream and half was priced competitively. That's all I bought. Yes, Kathy says, don't we eat healthy so we can live and have fun? Absolutely, Kathy. Yes, and Peter says, I'm glad you didn't eat the deviled egg. Loaded. Yeah, so, okay, about that, Peter. I did have two salads and I had some salad dressing, but not a lot. I just put just a little bit on it. So there were some seed oils in the salad dressings, I'm sure. So good, better, best. Air one. Are you trying to say Aaron? Air one. Wendy says, did everyone hear the house panther is back? He's gotten dangerously skinny. What is, are you talking about, Rick's black cat? The house panther? We call ours a couch panther. I don't know what the house panther is. And Gary says, yes, Amy, I've lost over 60 pounds. Woohoo! We have to, we have to do a congratulations for Gary. So let's do, oh my gosh. Let's do this. Yay, Gary! Yay! Falling bacon! Woo! Fun! Way to go! Yeah, Rick knows about a house panther. I have a couch panther. I have a black cat, and we call him the couch panther. Sandy says, Gary, you look great, all tanned and healthy. For sure. Gary can celebrate with a cigar. Exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of carnivores that smoke cigars. Mitch, Gary. So let's see. Let's go back to my notes and see if I had anything else to talk about. I got through all the comments. And again, uh yeah, my panther's very strong because he eats carnivore. My panther eats kibble and canned food, but he's pretty healthy. He's like 14 years old. So we must be doing something right. And Gary says, LOL, Rick. The Black Menace. Milton, Peter says. The Black Menace. He wears a cape. He's also Swamp Cat, right? Swamp Cat. So Maritza says, I live with my daughter and her boyfriend cooks for us sometimes and they're sad. Yes, sad diet, meaning not sad. Oh, Sandy, I love you too, girl. And Rick says, I'm the boring one. No coffee, no cigars or mating. That is sad. But, we love you, Rick, and everybody's free to make their own choices. And you know what? You live probably a better life than a lot of people because you've been healthy since like age 15 or 16. Peter says, Milton is skinny and strong like his daddy. Yeah, Maritza, I'm keto. Try so hard. Yeah. I mean, you got to do the best that you can do, and nobody's going to judge you for that. And if they do, they need to go somewhere else because we all have challenges that we deal with. I know, Rick, you love your Milton so much, even though he tries to bite your face off. It's one of those love like hate relationships, I think. They love each other, but Milton still tries to scratch his and bite his face off. Gary says, thanks, Sandy. I'm tanning now. I use natural sunscreen, aka cigar smoke. Ah, mine is a house panther. Oh, so your cat was missing and he's back so skinny. Oh, maybe take him to the vet if you can and get him checked out. Okay, so Jonathan says, what sad single ingredient food would you eat if you suffered no ill effects? None of mine would be single ingredients. Mine would be multiple ingredients. Like, probably pizza, right? But I can make pizza. I can make, ketovore pizza. So, hmm. Oh, I gotta end this. Okay, so the final poll, we're gonna end the poll. My carnivore card has been returned. 95% of you said, uh, so 22 votes, only 5% said I can't have my carnivore card back. So thank you. I guess I get to keep my carnivore card. Okay, let me get back to here. Where was I? Yeah, I don't know. And Miss Kitty and your new kittens too. Yes. Gary, have you walked to the pool lately? Yes, Miss Kitty and the kittens are very cute. And Smoothie says I have 8 or 9 black cats in the feral group, or looks exactly like Milton, short, sleek hair, and slender. And Peter says, Rick, you're gonna have to name the kittens. Oh, so Gary says sugar. He would have sugar. See, all my things are like nachos, pizza, like all the junks. Or chili with beans in it. Yes, Wendy, we are all glad that your kitty returned. And then Rick says, well, depending on how many kitties I keep here. Single ingredient? I wanted cucumber recently, but didn't go buy one. And Rick says, I want to share my furry friends with my friends. Yes, we love your furry friends. Why did this pop up? I don't know. Gary says, Sandy Sunday, I have a video walking there that won't upload. It won't upload. Oh, Gary, try again. I got a message from YouTube that there were issues with uploads. And my nephew, who I went to see his wedding, is watching. Hey, Zach. I think you are in Aruba right now on your honeymoon, but thank you so much for tuning in. I love you and congratulations to you and your lovely, beautiful bride. Thank you so much. I'm talking about what I ate in Vegas for your wedding. So, Sandy says, Gary, glad you went. And Rick says seasonal fruit and fermented plants are still carnivore. And okay, so I do eat fermented cabbage from time to time. I have some in the fridge. It's really the only vegetable other than coffee that I have. Smoothie says, I also think Lewis is correct about the crippled one. I have to agree. I have to agree that it's probably not a good thing, but Lewis is more of the expert on that than me. Gary says, if pizza is a single ingredient food, I would definitely be that, not stupid sugar. And Smoothie says swimmer syndrome. Jonathan says, for me, it would be a baked potato so I could add butter and cheese. Just eat the butter and cheese. And then Rick says carnivore would eat animals that had fermented plants inside of them. Exactly, right. And then Angela says, I got 6 strawberries out of my strawberry patch last week. So awesome. It says we still only have 2 people watching on Rumble. How many people are watching on Facebook? Doesn't say. We have 19 watching on YouTube. And Angela, yep, we already read this one. And then Rick said, like a cat eating a mouse. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Boy, an hour sure does go fast, guys. It's almost time for me to go back to work. Oh my gosh, I just got another subscriber. Anyone superstitious? Anyone superstitious? 666. I mean, I believe in the Bible and I read the Bible. So that number is kind of we know what that stands for. Wendy says those babies are adorable. And I will have a party when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will have a party and giveaway. So please, if you know anybody that would benefit from the information here, feel free to share this channel to your friends and family. I had 665 before this stream, so I must have got an additional one. So thank you. All right, guys, it's almost an hour. I need to get back to my day job because this is my lunch hour. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Um, please feel free to check us out Sunday night. Coach Angela Mullins and I are going to be talking about everything Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, 7 p.m. Eastern. Uh, so, and if you would like to come on for an interview, please email me at ketorockstars21@gmail.com. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Now, you guys know the drill. I like to do the closing credits. So I'm going to go ahead. Let me get rid of a couple things here. We're going to hide this. We're going to hide the chat. And I'm going to acknowledge everybody who tuned in today. So thank you all for tuning in today. And we're going to go ahead and do the credits and close out the stream. You all have a great day. And I will see you Sunday. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Lights fade low, the bacon's done. We rocked the stream and had some fun. Kicked some rock stars in the rocking crew. Stay strong, we're gonna roll with you. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Rocking till the credits roll.